if there's any issues with audio, we can pull that
Okay.
microphone in a little closer.
It should be live.
Oh,
We will see.
let me know.
I mean, I'm sure it's live. I don't know
Famous
why I
last
wouldn't.
words.
It's live.
I'm sure it's live. All right, welcome to a very, very special evening, and this is something that we've been looking forward to for quite a while. First of all, I would like to say that normally David would be here. He had a family event tonight, and because we rescheduled this at the last minute because of the crazy weather that they were calling for in this area last night, he couldn't be here. But he is definitely the one who has worked on this show, who has really, really brought everything together, and it is an absolutely beautiful show. Now, not too long ago, we did our first kind of outdoor, in this new setting, and that was a show that was all about Italy, and it was something that we really loved doing because it reminded me of the shows that we used to do from Vicenza. But one of the big things that a lot of people are looking for right now are beautiful things that are made right here in the USA. So tonight is an hour of absolutely beautiful jewelry that is all made right here in the USA. Some of it is going to be advance order. Most of it's going to be advance order. There is going to be one or two pieces that are in stock, so you can get those immediately. But these are pieces that are so beautifully done. They're actually done in Providence, Rhode Island, and it's interesting because Providence, Rhode Island really was the heart and soul of the jewelry industry in the United States for many, many years. There were so many jewelry factories there. Now it's down to only about 4. And what's amazing about that is that this line still creates some of the most beautiful pieces of jewelry in these factories right here in the USA out of Providence, Rhode Island, and every single detail of every piece you are going to see in this hour is done by hand, and it is beautiful. Now, if you're looking at the LisaRobertson.com shopping page and saying, hey, I don't see any of the jewelry, where is it? What we're going to do is the same thing we did in the Italy show, which is as soon as we start talking, or as soon as I start talking about something, then that is going to be visible at the top of the shopping page. So I'm going to start out with the beautiful bracelet. In just a few minutes you'll see that at the top of the shopping page. When we move on to our next item, you'll see that become visible at the top of the shopping page. What we've done is we have worked with this line, so they have told us exactly how many of these pieces they can create in the time we have given them, and we cannot go over that number. So I think in some cases you're saying, well, it's an advance order, there's no rush. Well, number one, this is an advance order, it's only open for a few days. But number two, they have told us how many they can do. And it's not like we can do, oh, just do 1 million, no problem. That's not what it is at all. This is something where we can only take orders up to the amount that they've told us, and it's the same few factories. There's one primary factory that we're working with, and then a few other factories. There's, again, only 4 left in all of Providence. And they're doing all of these pieces at once. So that was another thing that made them say, okay, according to our manpower, we can only do this many of this, and this many of that, and this many of this. So when you're looking at something, if you love it, definitely, definitely grab it quickly. Everything that you're going to see in this hour is proudly made in the USA, and it is going to be made for you. And I love that. So we're going to start out with an absolutely beautiful, beautiful cuff. This is a cuff that we have for you in 4 different colors, and it's a cuff that is done in your choice of the black, the white, the rose, the yellow. Look how stunning this is, the texture on this. So I'm just going to take this off. This comes in an average size. You can pinch it a little bit or pull it out a little bit, but not consistently. If you want to do it once, you can. If you want to do it again and again, you're going to have a problem. Do you see the texture on this? All of this texture is done by hand. Do you see this beautiful beaded edge that you're looking at? These gorgeous stones. These are raised in kind of a 4-leaf clover, and then the scattered stones individually. Look how beautiful this is. This is all done by hand. This is all going to be made in the USA, and this is 14 karat gold over brass. What makes this special is, number one, the design. So this is not only a USA factory, this is actually a factory that is owned by, this line is owned by a woman. She's been in the jewelry business for many years. She has an amazing eye. She literally travels the world and she finds beautiful inspirations from the most expensive couture lines in 18 karat gold and diamonds. And then she says, you know what? It's that finish that makes it. It's that detail that makes it. It's that scale. It's that proportion. It's that texture, right? And she creates these beautiful pieces with those details so that it looks for the world like 18 karat gold and diamonds. Why does it look like 18 karat gold and diamonds? Number one of the things that makes a piece of fine jewelry fine is that every single step is done by hand. That gives a different scale, that gives a different finishing, that gives a different result that you can't get by the kind of shortcuts and the more affordable methods that are used in other metals. Everything being done by hand is unbelievably expensive. It takes an amazing amount of skill. It is very, very expensive. And because of that, it is normally only done in 18 karat gold and diamonds. Because why would you do it on anything that didn't cost thousands of dollars, right? This is all done by hand, and that's what makes it perfect. Not only that, but even though this is 14 karat gold over brass, one of the things that's interesting about gold is that gold is alloyed, right? So 14 karat gold is 14 karat gold is 58% pure gold. 18 karat gold is going to be 50% more gold. And it's an amazing difference. 18 karat gold can be a range of colors. 14 karat gold can be a range of colors. She doesn't just choose a 14 karat gold formula that looks like 18 karat gold. She chooses a 14 karat gold formula of alloying the gold that will look exactly like 18 karat gold in that specific texture. So it's going to be a different alloy in 14 karat gold if it's a high polished versus if it's a matte versus if it's a brushed. So she's choosing a color in 14 karat gold, and there's a huge range, by the way. The standard is called Hamilton 22. That's the standard color for gold, by the way, in the jewelry industry. This is a color that she chooses and has created specifically because it looks like 18 karat gold in this beautiful texture. It is absolutely stunning. There is nothing about it that isn't beautiful. I love it in all the colors. So here it is in the black, and look how rich that is in the black. Isn't that stunning? The stones really pop. It's very chic. Adding a black piece of jewelry to your wardrobe is a huge trend over the last few years because it makes everything else look better. It's amazing. Then we have it in the white. But notice how this is the perfect white. So it's more rhodium, less silver. Isn't that beautiful? Do you know that rhodium is a deeper color than silver? Rhodium is a deeper color than white gold. White gold is a deeper color than silver. Silver is the lightest white metal we make jewelry out of, but the jewelry standard for silver these days is to have it plated in rhodium because everybody loves the rhodium color. So this is that perfect rhodium color. Then we have this beautiful, rich, rosy warmth of the rose gold that is absolutely the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Even though these are all pieces that are made in the USA, whenever I see a piece of rose gold, I always think of Italy because the Italians love the rose metals. They love rose gold. They always have. It's so funny because the first time that I went to the Vicenza Trade Fair, I remember walking in and thinking, where did all this rose come from? What's up with the rose, right? The Italians love rose. It is a warm and a specific color of rose. Not an orange rose, not a harsh rose, but this beautiful, rich, warm, champagne rose that is so beautiful and so elegant and so perfect. And that is exactly what this is. This is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So if you are looking for something that is going to be absolutely stunning, one of those pieces that you are absolutely going to fall in love with and you're always going to want, oh my gosh, is that the piece. This is one of those pieces that is beautiful, it is elegant. I wanted to start the show with this because I think it is such a singularly beautiful, beautiful piece. And when you put it on, you see how having every step done by hand really, really makes a difference. So, I love that bracelet. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. All right, so this is our very first piece in this entire show where everything is made right here in the USA. And it's interesting because one of the things that, oh, you know what we never discussed, Katie, is how we're going to get.
I know. I just thought of that.
What you could do is just get one really good picture of the flag in back, like put the camera there, and maybe then we could come in from this side.
Okay.
Hold on. If you, so if we're on main, yeah, take
Can
this
you go
detail.
can you go to the other shot? Thank you.
And that means you'll have to come around. Actually, you don't have to, because I can just give you these, but I have these. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Is that as close as you can
go to
get?
the other. Do you want me to get you out of it?
Oh, you know what I thought? They probably want to see half my head.
Okay.
There you go. Not that that's not my best side, because it probably is, but beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much. Everything that we're showing you tonight is made in the USA, and it's all made by one really, really beautiful line. I brought a hand fan because it was hot. It's all made by one really, really beautiful line, and what they do is they really do create every single detail by hand. Now, I was wearing these earrings, so I am going to take one off and put it on the stand for you so you can see it. They call this a Starburst pearl. I think it almost looks like a snowflake. It is so beautifully done. I'll help the camera focus by putting my hand behind it. There you go. Do you see how it has these beautiful, beautiful, these are man-made pearls, larger and smaller, going out on this beautiful design with kind of on almost semicircles arching out, and then the larger pearls are at the corners, and the smaller pearls are in the kind of that beautiful, beautiful curve. Aren't they stunning? These are pieces that are so beautiful. And when you put that on, I have one on because I have the other on the stand for you. When you put those on, they are absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Look how gorgeous. Isn't that stunning? I love that. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this design, and I love what it says about pieces of jewelry that are made in the USA. I love how innovative the design is. I love the fact that this line is all about very, very high-end inspirations, 18-karat gold and diamond inspirations, beautiful couture inspirations. By the way, one of the things I wanted to mention about these earrings is these are going to come with the comfort back. Now, the comfort back is what you want in a larger pair of earrings like this, because it is going to make them more comfortable, and of course you want them to be comfortable or you're not going to be able to wear them for a long time. You're going to love these. It makes them much more comfortable, and it's actually a much more expensive back than a basic butterfly, but we wanted that on there for you as what comes with the earrings, because this is what is best with the earring. It is what is going to make it sit beautifully in your ear and be more comfortable all day. And isn't that the most gorgeous design? So one of the things that I love is that as we go through this hour, you're going to see some things that are beautiful, beautiful examples of what this line does with everything done by hand. And then you're going to have some things that they really do only make for us. And wait until you see the next thing, because there's a very special story behind it. But this is the one where I love the untraditional use of pearls. I love how it's going to be something that is a little different, that's very elegant. It's a new take on a hoop. I love that it's going to be special, but it's not going to be too fussy, right? I could wear these with a really beautiful little sundress, and they would be stunning. I could wear them with a beautiful cashmere sweater, and they would be so beautiful. I absolutely, absolutely love these earrings. These are the kinds of earrings that you wear when you want something that is going to be absolutely, absolutely stunning. So Katie, just a quick question. Are we on the main?
We're
or
on the flag right now.
Right, but are we on main camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna have her come in from this side. I didn't want her to come in from, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, whoops. Saw that coming. Wait a minute. Oop, oop, oop. Of course, that's the color I
Do you
wanted.
need help?
Oh, I just, just dropped something, just knocked it right off the table onto the sidewalk.
Did you find it though?
I did.
Okay.
Aren't you proud of me? I was really kind of proud of me, so I wanted you to be proud of me. All right, so this is our next piece. This is actually going to be your choice of a beautiful, beautiful necklace or these absolutely gorgeous earrings. Now, the thing that makes these special is that number one, the woman who designs this line, who owns this line and designs these pieces, was looking at inspiration from a number of very, very high-end jewelry designers where this simple look of a diamond surrounded in gold is 4 digits, not even breathing hard, right? That's exactly the look. But these are done in a very, very special way. It's going to be your choice of rose, white, yellow, or black. By the way, just so that you can choose exactly what you want. I'm going to put the yellow on. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me again. Okay, usually it's 3 or 4 because of allergies. But these are done with a crystal. But it's a very special crystal, and this is one of the things I love. This is a European crystal, but it's an antique crystal. They don't make this anymore. Try not to sneeze. They don't make this anymore. This is one that was much more expensive, so they quit making it. But one of the reasons it's expensive is that the way it is faceted makes it so precise and so fine and so beautiful that you look into it and you just see layers and layers of faceting, just like you would in a diamond. That's what you see in these crystals, but they're antique crystals. They do not make these anymore. And the new crystals are nice, but they're not this nice. I think they're making the new crystals in a different way because they're much more affordable to make. And of course, this factory was able to get a supply of these antique crystals, and they said, we will hold these for you, for the advance order, for the items in this show, but when they're gone, we don't know if we are ever going to be able to get them in again. Like, we don't know if we can ever find them again. They are beautiful, beautiful antique crystals. I just want to show you one thing very quickly, and that is that the post is at the top of the ear. You see, it's not in the center, it's at the top. Then again, you have the comfort back. You want the comfort back in this earring because you want that stud to sit up straight. Now this is exactly the look of an 18 karat gold bezel set diamond earring. This is exactly the look. But I love the texture that they've done with this. This is one where they've actually changed the frame for us. They've changed that bezel setting for us using these antique crystals. This is not something they're doing for anyone else. This is something they're only doing for us. I love the fact that we have it in all 4 colors, rose, white, yellow, or black. I love the fact that the post is at the top. I love the fact that you have that beautiful, beautiful comfort back. And I say beautiful because it's going to make that earring sit perfectly in your ear. And then I love the fact that you have that beautiful necklace as well. Now I'm going to put on 1 yellow and 1 white earring. I know that's not going to make any sense, but I want you to see the sparkle from both because they're so pretty. So look at that. Now if you're saying, wow, most crystals don't show up like that. You're right, most crystals don't show up like that. But these are going to be, get my hair out of it, those beautiful, beautiful antique crystals. I wish that you could see them closely. I wish that you could see how beautifully faceted they are. I wish that you could see how precise and how clear and how beautiful they are. It is just waves and waves of facets spiraling in this stone. It is beautiful. But once again, they don't make this anymore. They just don't. They have a limited supply. They agreed to hold these and use them for us first. When they are gone, they do not know if they can get any more, because it's almost like like the bee lira. Years talking about the bee lira, which is beautiful, but they don't make it anymore, so it's increasingly difficult to find. They don't make these crystals anymore. They are stunning. I love the fact that the necklace is going to have an extender so you can decide exactly how you wear it. I love the fact that every single step of each and every one of these is done by hand. Every single step is done by hand. These are the most beautiful pieces. This is classic, this is beautiful, this is elegant, this is what you're going to live in, this is what you're going to wear every day, this is what you're never going to get tired of. Antique crystals that can never be made again, and you have them all made by hand in a setting especially for you by a beautiful factory in Providence, Rhode Island, where that factory actually goes back to the 1800s. It is stunning. So I love this. I love that entire story. I think it's absolutely fabulous. And one of the things I wanted to mention, Katie, is that I forgot to write down the prices of everything. I don't have any of that information in front of me.
Okay.
So I don't normally, I think David would have that. I completely forgot about that.
She has
I
it.
have the website up.
Yeah, Nina, can you tell me the price on the earrings and the...
The crystal earrings are $39.
$39. How is that even possible? I don't even understand that. Okay.
I looked, I'm like, I hope that's right. But
Yeah,
it's
I
right.
hope that's right too. David's not here. He
And
might
the
have made a
necklace
mistake.
This is $49.
And then the necklace is $49. They are absolutely beautiful. I cannot believe they're $39 and $49. So I would definitely grab those quickly if you want them. And by the way, I would recommend if you think those would be as beautiful a gift for someone as I do, I think get them now. Get an early gift for the holidays or birthdays or anything else coming up. I think they are absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So $39 and $49 on those. Now, these are, I think, some of the most beautiful, rich, amazing pieces. This is chain. It is very substantial chain, and it is all done by hand. Oh, one of the things I just wanted to mention, because I just realized it when I was taking the necklace off, and I want to show this to you. Whenever there's a chain, like any of these fine chains, you're going to see somewhere on it this little square tag. And this little square tag is going to say Made in the USA. So just to let you know, look for that little tag on the fine chains and it'll say Made in the USA. Love that. Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, so this chain is stunning. One of the things that is always classic when it comes to gold is beautiful handmade chain. If this chain were in 18 karat gold, like it looks like it is, of course, I can't even imagine how much that would cost, really. I just, whew, wow. Yeah, definitely 4 digits. I mean, and it wouldn't start with a 1, I can tell you that right off the bat. These are beautiful and handmade. We have this in 18-inch lengths, your choice of the yellow, the rose, or the white, whichever you prefer. And these all have this beautiful, beautiful toggle clasp. So you can wear the toggle in the back and just see chain. You can wear it to the side. You can wear it in the front. It is absolutely, absolutely beautifully done. When you look at this chain, by the way, every single link in the chain is done by hand. And not just every link is done by hand, it's all put together by hand. This finish, all done by hand. Every single link has to get this finish by hand individually. Now that is insane. And no sane person would ever expect anyone to do that if it weren't 18 karat gold. But that's what this company does. They have people that have worked for them for years that have developed these skills. And you know what's amazing too is when you look at all of these pieces of jewelry, I think, you know, I'm kind of used to Italy where each factory does kind of one thing and then you combine, right? If you combine. So one factory does plating and then one factory does chain and then one factory does casting and you combine the pieces and the factories have to work together. This factory in Providence, Rhode Island does everything from beginning to end themselves, everything. Every single thing. They make their own findings they do their own plating, they make their own chain, they do their own casting. Every single piece of jewelry from beginning to end is done by this one factory, which I find to be amazing. In fact, I have to say, in doing some research on it, they are one of the top plating factories, not just in the United States, in the world. In the world. They have formulas and techniques in plating that make their plating some of the most rich, beautiful, sought-after, high-end plating in the world. And that is exactly what you're looking at right here. So here it is, 18 inches, your choice of colors, rose, white, or yellow. I love this toggle clasp. I love the texture. Once again, it's all 14 karat gold over brass. And what that means is that they have chosen a color of 14 karat gold that when this technique is applied for this texture is going to look exactly like 18 karat gold. I'm going to put this on so you can see what it's going to look like, because it's absolutely gorgeous. This is so rich, so beautiful. So if you want, you can put that toggle on the front. You can actually put an enhancer from it if you want to do it that way. You can wear it a little to the side. You can wear it in the back and just have chain. You can layer this with your other chains and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, how gorgeous is this? Isn't that gorgeous? How beautiful is that chain? And we have the matching bracelet. So this bracelet, by the way, so gorgeous. I love the toggle. I love it on its own, and I love it with another piece. Even with this big, beautiful cup from earlier, I absolutely love them together. I'll move it so you can see it on its own. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this with the watch. I love this with your other bracelets. I love it mixed with other colors. Look how rich the colors are. Isn't that gorgeous? These links are all made by hand, and every single step, from the beginning to the end, from making the link to the plating and everything in between, is all done by one factory. And that, my friends, is absolutely astounding. You just do not really hear that anymore. But I love the fact that not only is that true, but that's true and it's made in the USA. Everything that you're looking at in this show is going to be made in the USA, in Providence, Rhode Island. Everything is done by this one line where every single detail is done by hand. I'm just going to put that behind me because I like it so much I don't want to give it up. And how beautiful, how would you not live in that bracelet? How would that not be your favorite thing ever? The gorgeous necklace, the gorgeous bracelet, absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so loving those pieces, all made by hand, all right here in the USA. And I have to say, no matter where you go in the world, I've never seen a more beautiful chain than this one. So I love the fact that, of course, it's ours. All right, so that is a gorgeous piece. I keep putting pieces of jewelry on my chair behind me because I just like them so much. I'm hoarding them. Is that a problem? All right. Ooh, let me give you this. Thank you so much. All right. This beautiful, beautiful necklace. So this is a piece that, it's interesting because this look, this type of necklace where you have diamonds and chain, diamonds in different sizes and chain, was actually made very popular by one of the most well-known couture designers who literally changed fashion for women, whose name was Coco you-know-who. And this factory in Providence, Rhode Island, does this link like no one else. Like no one else. This is one of their signatures. This is one of the things they are known for. And normally they don't do it in this length. They're only doing it in this length for us. So once again, I love that we have something that you're not going to see everywhere else.
This might be better against your hand.
Okay, hold on. I am going to put this on, and then I'll put this against my hand.
Okay.
Okay. Is it the white, do you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Constantly struggling to figure out what the best color is.
We definitely need more of that taupe color.
Yeah, the taupe is really, really
Maybe
good.
a blue or something.
Okay, so these are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Once again, using those antique crystals.
Yeah.
all the antique crystals. Look how beautiful those are. These are all antique crystals. They don't make these anymore. These chains are especially challenging because of the fact that they don't make these crystals anymore, and these take a lot of them. There's 3 different sizes of crystals. Each and every one is bezel set. Typically, when you're looking at 18 karat gold and diamonds, you're going to see 1 stone in a bezel setting. This is a whole string of them.
She's gonna give you a new.
Reaching over. Thank you. Reaching back. This is going to be a whole string of these. Look how beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? I love the different sizes. I love how they're staggered. I love the fact that it's something you can clasp anywhere. So these are going to be about 18 inches, but you can clasp them as short as you would like. One of the things we did with this, and I think it's interesting, it makes an interesting look, is actually put the clasp in the front. Because we wanted to make it shorter to actually fit on the bust, but I think it's a really interesting look because you can, if you want, clasp this and put it in front. And the end of it is a crystal, so it's going to look beautifully finished when you do that. It also makes it easier to actually clasp it because you have that crystal to hold on to and you're trying to get the clasp on. You know how that works? Sometimes you have nails and you're trying to hold on that tiny little, and you're behind the back of your head, and you're like, I think Cirque du Soleil had an easier time than I'm having with this necklace. This is stunning. So don't be afraid to make it any length you want because you can make it as short as you like. It can be a choker, which means it's going to be perfect for layering. It can be a little bit longer. There's the black. Here's the rose. And here is the white. Gorgeous. I'm wearing the yellow. If you're wondering where that is. There you go. These are beautiful, and I love these on their own. I love these layered with other things. This is a signature for this factory. And not only is this look a signature, but it's their signature of the antique crystals because you cannot just get these anywhere. These are antique crystals that have much more shine, much more reflection. They show up much more beautifully, and they don't make them anymore. So it's not something you're going to go, there's no rush. You can get them next year. No, you really can't. I mean, they only have a certain number, and when they're gone, they're gone. They don't make them anymore. They can't just create more of them. So it's a very, very special look that is created by these crystals, and I think it makes such a difference. Such a difference. Really, really beautifully, beautifully done. So rose, white, yellow, or black. I'm wearing it in the yellow. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's just this tumbling. It looks like tumbling diamonds. I think it's so gorgeous. It looks like the stones are tumbling around your neck. Every single one is bezel set. Every single one is set by hand. The entire chain is made by hand. It's all put together by hand. It's all finished by hand. And you can clasp it anywhere you want in the chain. How gorgeous is that? This is another example of made in the USA and something that is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Okay. I know I hate to give each one up because I like them so much. Katie's making me though.
What?
It's like she's going to the next shot, like, okay, we're done.
Oh, sorry, I thought you.
No, she's like, all right. She's not going to let me go over. I do tend to
I
go
don't even know what
over.
time it is.
103.
Oh,
So I think we're actually a little.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful necklace that is. I know the clock is to me, not to Katie, so she can't really see it. This is a beautiful necklace that I think is stunning. This is actually one that we've done for you. We've done this enhancer for you before, or this necklace. This is a frosted Lalique style glass. And it almost looks like a coin, but it's not a coin, but it looks like the artwork from a coin that is three-dimensional and raised on the front of this. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this look. It's a very, very updated, rich, beautiful coin feeling. All done in this bezel setting that is all made by hand with just this little bit of a whisper of stones around it. this gorgeous, gorgeous toggle clasp that is absolutely stunning, and then this beautiful chain. Now, we've never offered it to you on this chain. I think the chain is absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a textured long link, and then it's going to be a number of round links in between, so it really lays beautifully. And this time, we're not only bringing it to you with a different chain, we're also bringing it to you in rows. Now, once again, this is an example of if you were walking down Madison Avenue and just looking in the windows and seeing, you know, what people buy when they just got back from their yacht. I don't know, you know, I don't know what people do for that, but that's the look, right? I've always been very entertained by the Upper East Side in Manhattan. Because I always laugh because it's where women spend an unbelievable amount of money to look like they're not trying, right? And you're like, oh yeah, look at you, you're so casual in a leather jacket. I know that jacket's $5,000, by the way, so don't act like, hey, I just threw this on, I'm, you know, running to the grocery store. So I just love people watching up in that part of the city. You know, it's just one of those things that always makes it very, very interesting. This is that look. If you were in the Upper East Side, Madison Avenue, looking at all the beautiful jewelry in the windows of the shops, this is exactly the look that you would be seeing in 18 karat gold. This has a beautiful kind of estate look to it, an estate feel to it, but it is brand new, beautifully done. It looks for the world like 18 karat gold and diamonds, because again, every single step is hand done. Every single chain, every single finishing, putting it all together, the plating, the texturing, everything is done by hand. And one factory does it all, which is astounding. Absolutely, absolutely astounding. To think that at one point there were so many jewelry factories in Providence, Rhode Island. It is where the jewelry industry started in the United States. It's where it was built up in the United States. It is known for being the heart of the jewelry industry, but there are almost no factories left there. A very few factories, and this is done actually in a factory that dates back to the 1800s. Beautifully, beautifully done. I love this in both colors. So if you, one of the things I like about this, by the way, is it's really, really easy to do yourself. You just simply toggle. Super simple. Absolutely beautiful. I should put on one of the earrings while we're here. So I love this frosted look in the glass. It's a Lalique style in this glass, and it's very dimensional and beautifully, beautifully done. How could this not look like $1 million? Doesn't this just look like I just come up with my private plane? I know, I don't have a private plane either, but that's what it looks like. It just always, it just has that feel. I'll never forget the story. Somebody was telling me this story once of a family that was very, very well off, and they lost their fortune. Again, I'm sure that's relative. I don't know. I don't know exactly the family that this story was about. But what happened was the first time that they flew commercial, their son, you know, he was about 10, like he'd never flown commercial. And he said to his parents, "What are all these people doing on our plane?" And you're like, oh, honey. It's good that you learned this now. You know, but it's interesting because I think that there obviously are people in all different walks of life in this world. And there are people who can just stroll down Madison Avenue and buy this piece in 18 karat gold and diamonds and not even think another thing about it. I love the look without having to spend that much money, you know? I work really hard for my money. I think you work really hard for your money. I want something beautiful. I want something beautiful. I don't want to spend too much on it. And when I get it, I want to take care of it so I have it for a long, long time because I love that. That's one of my treasures. I love it. I love wearing it. And there is something about jewelry that really goes into how women express themselves, how we present who we are. Who I am to the world, part of that is the jewelry that I wear. That's part of how we define ourselves. So that necklace is beautiful, and then the earrings are stunning. These are earrings that are, once again, done in this beautiful, beautiful antique crystal, but these are frosted. And when you look at this, every single step is done by hand. So first they create the frame, all done by hand, put the small stones in, create that. Then they set this large frosted antique crystal in. Then, of course, they have to frost the crystal, set the crystal, put the finding on. All of this is done by hand. Now, when you look at this on the earring bust, in some cases, the earrings fall forward because an earring stand is not like your earlobe. When you're wearing this, they even make their own findings, by the way, which is astounding. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Isn't that stunning? So these are, I love these earrings on their own. I love them with the necklace. I love the necklace on its own, or I love it with the earrings. These are two pieces that are so elegant and so beautiful. They really have that feeling of something that would have been from the 1800s. Have you ever been to Newport, Rhode Island, and just walked through those mansions? It's astounding, isn't it? The Industrial Revolution, the wealthy families had their summer homes there, you know, like 70 rooms, something small, modest, you know. But you're just walking through going, that fireplace is bigger than my entire kitchen. But that's the feel of these pieces. They remind me of that feel of that era. They're so, so beautifully, beautifully done. So the frosted antique crystal in that absolutely gorgeous pair of earrings, and then that beautiful, beautiful Lalique style frosted crystal in that gorgeous necklace. The earrings are rose, white, and yellow. The necklace is rose and yellow, and it is your choice, and they are absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Okay, I will let us go to the next thing. I'm not giving Katie any indication on that. Sorry about that. Katie's like, let me just get right over there with this camera. Hold on. Don't want to go too fast because I'll make you a little seasick.
Okay, you're good.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so, oh, loving that. Let me give you this. Thank you. Like you're expecting me to give anything back. That's so funny. I know, I'm keeping everything because I like it. All right, so this is a piece that we have in stock right now. So this is not an advance order. This is something that we have in stock for you right now, and I have to say, it is it's something that we actually worked with the factory on to create a really beautiful design that they are not doing for anyone else, that they're only doing for us, and I love the scale of this. So this is really, really beautifully done in your choice of yellow or white, and this is a coin medallion style, but it's actually going to be a Buddha. And you have a satin finish behind and beautiful accents of the stones done on a very, very classic chain. Very, very pretty. And I love it in both colors. So these are pieces that you can live in. These are pieces you can always wear. These are pieces that are never going to be too much. It's so pretty out here in the evening, isn't it? These are pieces that are always going to be something you can wear. Even if you're just saying, hey, you know what, I'm just going to throw on my yoga pants and a top and run out. This necklace would be perfect. Or maybe you're saying, hey, I'm just going to wear a t-shirt and jeans. The necklace is going to be perfect. You don't have to dress up for this, and it is something that's going to layer beautifully with your other pieces. You have a nice extender on this. You have that Made in the USA tag on the end of this one, which I think is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And once again, what you're seeing with this necklace is the attention to detail. The attention to detail where you have such unbelievable attention to the texture, the design, everything about it is beautifully, beautifully done. It is the kind of piece that there is no way in looking at it you can tell if it's 18 karat gold and diamonds or if it is this line where every single detail is done by hand. There is no way to tell the difference. It is beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So I love this, and I love it for a number of different reasons. So I love a Buddha pendant. I have a number of Buddha pendants. I love wearing them. To me, it is not an expression of my faith because I am not a Buddhist. I am a Christian. So I love to wear crosses because for me they're an expression of my faith. I love wearing a Buddha because to me a Buddha is a symbol of serenity, of Zen, of peace, of calming yourself for a moment. You know, there are so many wonderful symbols that we love to wear, whether it's a heart or a star or the word love or all these, you know, symbols are very, very important. I do think that they help, you know, you surround yourself with things that are uplifting and positive and that remind you of good things and help you stay in the right space. And that to me is why I love a Buddha necklace, and it's one of the reasons why I have a number of Buddhas. I love wearing them. They just, I don't know, I love what they mean to me. You know, I love the look of it. I just think they're really fun to wear. I love layering them with my other pieces. And this is something that is really, really beautifully done. This is something that is in stock right now. It is something that we worked with their design team on, and it is something that is so perfectly, beautifully done. And once again, every single step of this necklace was done by the same factory. Every step from beginning to end. That is almost unheard of. Like, you make your own findings? Really? You do your own plating? Really? Yes, really. And it is so beautifully done. I love this one. So this is the kind of piece to me that is just very, very elegant, very understated, very simple, never too much. Again, wear it on its own, layer it with your other pieces, but this is a piece that is made for you, and only for you, by the way, right here in the USA, in a factory in Providence, Rhode Island, that's been around since the 1800s. One of the very few jewelry factories left, and they do absolutely beautiful, beautiful work. I love the fact that everything in the show is made in the USA, and I also love the fact that this is a line that is owned and created and designed by a woman. I think she just has an amazing eye. She does a beautiful job. She's very demanding with her attention to detail and the quality that she offers, and it shows in every single thing that she does. And this we have in stock for you immediately, and you can definitely get it right now, which I absolutely love. So yellow or white are your choices on that one. Beautifully done. It does have an extender. It's going to be very, very easy to wear, and it's going to be one of the most versatile pieces you have ever owned. Okay, so I love the fact that everything in this show is made in the USA. I also love the fact that that's a piece that we can ship out to you now. Our other pieces are pieces that are going to be made for you, and I think that is a very special thing. Also, don't forget, because that Buddha comes on a chain, it's going to have a Made in the USA tag on it that I think is absolutely beautiful as well. Okay, now, we might actually finish a few minutes early. Oh my gosh. This is an absolutely beautiful piece, and this is an excellent example of notice how it's getting dark now, so
I
our lighting
know.
is so light. Can we adjust the camera at all?
Well, actually, when you watch it on
Is it okay?
here, it's okay.
Okay,
So I wasn't.
because I'm looking rather
I know.
extraterrestrial
Yeah.
in my, which is not bad, because you can't see a wrinkle
Yeah.
anywhere. I'm completely, it's really great.
No, I'm going by what I see on Facebook, and it
Okay.
looks okay.
Oh, good. Okay. So this necklace to me is another excellent example of how the designer for this line really does just search the world over for absolutely beautiful inspiration and creates her own versions of it that look for the world like they're thousands of dollars. This is a man-made pearl. It's done in a soft champagne, which is absolutely stunning. It goes into these beautiful, beautiful links that you're looking at, these textured links into this gorgeous toggle. Now, you can wear this with the toggle in the front, you can wear it with the toggle on the side, you can wear it with the toggle in the back. If you put the toggle in front, you can wear it on its own, you can put an enhancer on it, bless you.
Thank you.
You can do whatever you like with it, but it is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And it looks for the world like 18 karat gold and diamonds. And I have to say, the texture on this is perfect, and the color on this is perfect. I have seen the line that I'm sure inspired this. I've seen that line done in plating, and the color is really not nearly as good. This color is perfect. This texture is perfect. This necklace is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love everything about this. This is a piece that you are always going to love, that you are always going to wear, that you are never, ever going to get tired of. You're never going to say, oh my God. You know, do you ever look at jewelry back in the 80s? And I think one of the best ways to actually not take yourself too seriously is if you were an adult in the 80s to look at what you wore. Because you look back now and you're like, oh my gosh, did I lose a bet? What was I thinking with that, right? I had on these big earrings that were pieces of leather that were painted like a zebra with glitter glue. I don't even know what's going on there. I don't know. But the 80s was a decade where we all had poor taste together, and that was a lot of fun. So we enjoyed it. But it's not timeless. You don't look at pictures like, you know, I don't look at pictures of myself for the 80s where my hair was as big as my shoulder pads and my jewelry was red painted wooden beads, and, you know, I don't look at that and think, wow, that looked good. I think, oh my gosh, I looked like a crazy person. I don't even know what I was thinking at that point. But then there are some pieces that you're always going to wear and you're always going to love. A really high-end, beautiful, beautiful watch is something you're always going to wear and you're always going to love. Something that is a classic, timeless, sophisticated look of gold and diamonds and pearls is something you're always going to love. This is not a fad or a trend or an in today and out tomorrow or anything else. This is an absolutely beautiful, timeless, gorgeous necklace. Now, I'm going to just grab this for a second. Hold on, Katie's trying to help with the lighting on that. Are you good? Then we could just take this. Do you think the reflector out?
I think so.
Okay. So this is one of those pieces that I love because it is very sophisticated. It's very high end. It can be very, very dressy, but it doesn't have to be. Cue the geese. So when you put it on, it's going to be about 17 inches. Beautifully, beautifully done. Just comes right to the hollow of the throat. And how gorgeous is that? Very simple, very elegant, beautifully, beautifully done. And it's just very easy to put on yourself, to throw on with anything. You know, if you have a big business meeting and you really, really want to look like you own the boardroom, I think this necklace is perfect. I think it's feminine, but it's confident and strong at the same time and very elegant. I think if you're dressing up to go out on date night with your husband, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I think if you want to take a leather jacket and really give it a really chic look, then put this with that leather jacket and you're mixing the styles and it makes it so elegant and so beautiful. These are the things that we absolutely, absolutely love. And you're going to wear it completely differently. So many different days and so many different nights, but it's always going to be perfect. By the way, don't be surprised if your daughter borrows this and wears it, you know, with whatever she believes is super trendy at the time. It's just one of those pieces that speaks to you. I think as a woman, when you look at something beautiful, you have an emotional reaction to it. That's what these pieces do, and that's definitely what this necklace does. So every single detail of this necklace is done by hand, and all of it is done in the same factory in Providence, Rhode Island. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that absolutely amazing? I think these days where everybody's saying, you know, can you get more made in the USA? What do you have that's made in the USA? It's very, very difficult to find exactly what we're looking for. But everything in this show is made in the USA, and it is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So I love that we've shown you a variety. You know, we started out with that amazing cuff. I kept it behind me. We started out with this amazing cuff. We had the beautiful solitaires in the antique crystals that they're not making anymore. We have the absolutely gorgeous earrings. Wait, I think I kept those too. Oh, I did. Those earrings, aren't they beautiful? I love those earrings. We have the beautiful, beautiful necklaces with the Lalique style glass. We have the earrings that I'm wearing right here. We have the beautiful, beautiful chain link necklace and bracelet. We have the beautiful Buddha. We have so many beautiful pieces for you in this show where everything is made in the USA. And I love the fact that they're going to be different styles, different looks, different influences, and very different prices. So you really have a range of things that you're always going to love. These are pieces that we have really, really worked on to find the most special pieces for you. These are pieces that all except the Buddha, everything else is advance order. And I want to remind you that advance order means that you're ordering it now and it's going to come to you and it's going to see on the page when it comes to you. But they've told us, it's the same factories that are making all of these pieces at once. So they've told us how many they can make in the time they have. And it's not just materials, it's how, it's labor. Like this is all done by hand. It takes an amazing amount of labor. Also, don't forget the antique crystals that they're using for a number of the pieces. They are not made anymore. So when those are gone, they don't know if they can ever get those back. I love that we have very, very special pieces for you. Everything in the show is beautiful. I so hope that you love it as much as we do, and I know that you will, and I know that you're going to be so excited when you order it, and you're going to be so excited when you get it, and you're going to have anticipation all the way in between. If you want to see some of the most beautiful things you could possibly find made in the USA, anything in this show is going to be an excellent, excellent example of that. So our first show was jewelry that was made in Italy, and our second show out here in the outer doors is jewelry that is made in the United States. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have. I want to thank all of you for keeping us company this evening. Enjoy your brand new treasures.